The entire journey has three parts to it. When you are still in the nurturing phase, right? When you're still studying, there is an initiation phase, there's a learning phase, and then there's a departure phase.
See, as a management graduate, you have to start from somewhere and to reach to a particular pinnacle. Is there a proper life cycle for this? And how do we, break this up? And what are the steps that, a management graduate needs to keep in mind through this entire process?
Let's go to the part where you still are within the college, right? Let's say you get into the college. Whether it's a 3-year course, whether it's a 2-year course, whether it's a 4-year course, doesn't matter. I feel the entire journey has three parts to it. When you are still in the nurturing phase, right? When you're still studying, there is an initiation phase, there's a learning phase, and then there's a departure phase, right? An initiation phase is typically when you're new to the system, right? You are trying to understand what are the
getting oriented
modalities of things, what are the rigor that is expected from you, what is the academic preparation that is required from you, what does your faculty expect from you, what is the industry that is expecting from you. So the day when I know the expectations correctly, I start molding myself, right? That's the initiation phase, right? One another thing that people miss during initiation phase is knowing yourself. And when people talk about knowing yourself, people say, I know myself. You know what? I can jog, I can run, I can eat, I can sleep. No, that's not what it is. Knowing yourself is what is that you're good at. If you got into engineering, is this by nature you're good in engineering? That's the reason you're here, or you're here because everybody's getting into engineering? Right?
Like a herd mentality.
Exactly, right? So if you got into commerce, is it by nature you're somebody who thinks like a businessman? Be there. If you're somebody who is inquisitive to know why things happen, they happen this way, that's the reason you're in science, then you're in the right place. You're in science so that you can get into a better job, then don't be there, right? So it's that knowing yourself is basically knowing your strengths. Many of them, even after donkey's years, they don't know what their strengths are. And the best part of strengths is strengths evolve. Strengths don't remain the same, right? And a very, very crude example that I always give when I talk is, as kids, we all climb trees. Today we can, we might not. That was strength back then. It cannot be strength now, right? It's evolving. So strengths are evolving. So never think that they are rigid. So by the time you start the course, by the time you end the course, your entire strengths would have evolved. You might be a very introvert, or people say I'm somebody who is shy to speak to people, but by the time you finish 3 years, you might be outspoken person. So you have evolved, right? That's your strength now. That is something you need to figure out during your initiation phase. The next is the learning phase. Now, this is where you accumulate as much knowledge as you want, right? Whether it's related to subject, whether it's related to the market, industry, anything, accumulate it as much as possible. And the best way to accumulate, again, irrespective of your background, whether you're an arts guy, whether you're a commerce guy, a science, management graduate, engineer, go out. Learn, don't stay inside. Because within the, at least let's say in engineering and science, you have something called as practicals.
Right?
You learn something.
Project or something.
At least, right? But for others, you need to step out. You need to go and see how it is actually done in the real world. If you don't know, your learning is incomplete. You only
or very theoretical.
Exactly, right? So that's the second thing that you need to do. And today, thanks to most of the colleges, everybody is pushing for internships, projects. See to it that you don't do it like as if just for marks. I do this, I get a certificate. No, see this as an opportunity where you can apply what you learned. Right? That's the second. The last is the departure phase. Now, before you go out, see to it to three things. One, have you built a good network for yourself? Whether it is within your batch, whether it is outside your college, have you built a network? Because finally, one of the things that we all realize when we go out, network is what takes us to places. It's not anything else. Your intellect is not going to take you anywhere, right? It's the network that takes you. That's the first thing that you need to build. Check at least before you move out. Second is, what are the expectation of the market or the industry from me, and am I prepared for it? If you are not prepared for it, see to it that you build it before you go out. The last fag end of the journey is giving you opportunity to build it. That's the second thing. Third, and the most important, be realistic. Don't go with a glamorous mindset, right? That I go out and this is going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. You're not going to sit in an AC room all the time. You might be expected to go out, eat some dust. Be prepared for that. That should be the part which is part of the departure phase. Now, this entire journey, irrespective of what you're studying, if every individual looks at their entire education journey, at least a higher education journey, this way, they will come out well prepared. Otherwise, they'll always come out half-baked,
incomplete,
with unrealistic expectations, and with too much of brain freeze that we're talking about, either the brain freeze or too much of stress or emotional overwhelming. That no, I was never prepared for this. I didn't know what, nobody told me this.
Now, you know what? Let's move into a little bit more confession mode of the guru. Let's now discuss how you, when you started your, corporate life, have you made any, mistakes and you learned from that and you want to address that and tell that to the audience, especially the younger generation, the Gen Z, and want to make them understand that what they're supposed to do and what not to do. Something purely coming from the heart.
Okay. In terms of, when I came out, right, the one thing was there were hardly any opportunities.
Yeah.
Right? We came out in a world where, first of all, half the world didn't understand MBAs.
Yes.
Right? And the second was there were hardly opportunities.
Correct.
The first job that I had back in when I started working in Bangalore, the monthly salary was 5,200. But it was a big amount back then. But still, we were able to pay the rent. We were able to eat the food, right? There was one thing which, like any youngster that I came out with, was overconfidence. I know things. I can make this happen. It's not a big deal. And I still remember my first client meeting back then. I was meeting a client in BTM only. There's a small company. It's a recruitment firm. I was into software sales. So I go and meet the client. I do the presentation. I talk. I was personally feeling I did a fantabulous presentation. I was feeling really very nice, overjoyed. After the entire meeting, the only thing the client asked is, I still didn't understand your product. One. Second, you didn't understand my problem. So you basically addressed everything even without even knowing my problem. And that's the day I realized, one, you need to understand the problem before you give a solution. And understanding a problem doesn't mean just listening.
Correct.
Dissecting it, right? What this problem really means to that individual.
Correct.
Right? That's the first thing. Second thing is, once you understand the problem, how do you build a clear conversation to address that problem and not telling everything that I know?
Correct.
Because most of us, what we do is we tell what we
know.
Correct. We don't go and try to tell them what they want to listen.
Correct.
These were the two important lessons that I always carried with me after that. So there is another framework called as BEST. Okay, what it basically means. Your first 1 year to 2 years of your career is a build phase, where you build yourself. You don't think about growing.
Correct. Yeah.
Whereas the misconception is, I've got in, within 6 months I need to become a manager. Within 6 months I need to become this. No, you have not still understood the nuts and bolts of business.
Correct.
You still need to understand that. And that decently takes 2 to 3 years, initial 2 to 3 years. That phase is a build phase. The next is E, which is the evolve phase. This is where you grow. This is where you start looking at, okay, which is the area where I can think about focusing myself. Because when we come out, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good. But that's not a career, that's a job.
Correct.
Career happens over a period of time.
Exactly.
And that's when after 3 years you figure out, okay, this is one area where I think I am good at. I can build on this. And that's when you start evolving in it, learning more about it, gathering more skills that can make you grow.
Correct.
The next is a stabilize phase, which is the S part. What does it mean? Now you need to think about, okay, I can very honestly say this is where I want it to be. Now what I do next?
Okay.
Right? Because typically the graph is going like this.
Yes,
the graph is going to plateau out.
Stabilize, yeah.
Now once it plateaus out, there are only two things that happens. Basic maths. Either it goes down. Either it goes up.
Correct.
Nobody wants to go down.
Correct.
Everyone wants to go up. And that's where your last alphabet comes, T. You need to transform yourself.
Correct.
Now I have been in this field for so long. Are there anything else I can do beyond this?
Correct.
That's when the graph will start, and you need to transform yourself. Let's say if you're a marketing guy, you can think, is there a way I can get into doing some sort of a social service? Am I something comes naturally to me? Yeah. Now you are transforming yourself to do other things. And all of this decently takes 10-15 years.
Correct.
It doesn't happen in 2 years or 4 years. If any individual follows this path, I'll not vouch that he'll become the Prime Minister or the President of this country, but at least he'll become much successful in his career.
Correct.
He can look back and say, I walked through a journey where I'm proud about. I learned in a sequential way, not exponential way.
Correct.
Exponential growth is dangerous.
Yeah, it's a very good word.
Exactly, right?
But
Exponential growth is good in business.
Correct.
Individually not.
Yes.
Because if my business grows exponentially, I'm very happy.
Yes.
I make money, my employees make money, stakeholders make, everybody makes money. That's good.
Correct.
But if I grow exponentially, chances are that I can go up quickly and going to come down quickly only, right? It's a simple law of gravity.
Correct.
It's as that. So broadly, before or during the education and post education, these are the two things that
Really
define your entire growth to transformation.
So you have to give the best
Yes.
to get the best
Yes.
of your
To be
career.
the best.
Wonderful.